Come with me to customize some shoes just in time for back to school season. While in Vegas, I stopped at Major Waves Lab and they described it perfectly as the Build-A-Bear workshop of shoes. They have everything from paint to fabric to different shoelaces to let your imagination run wild and design your own shoes. You'll start with the basic plain pair of shoes and pick out all the materials that you're interested in using. This is everything that I selected for my shoes. Obviously, I went with the glitter, black and white, so I can use it with everything. And now it's time to create the templates for everything that you're gonna cut out, place in some tape, and then you have to trace over it. These are all the areas that you're gonna replace or just cover with other fabrics. The important part is to label it because surprisingly, everything is a different size. So at the end, I was left with all these templates that I created. And now that everything's measured, the hard part is trying to decide what fabric I want to use in what part of the shoe. But once I decided that, you go ahead and place the templates onto the fabric. They'll cut it out for you. But now I have to use all my scissor skills and cut out all my templates. After cutting all the pieces from the fabric that I decided to use, now it's time to assemble your shoe. I think this was the scariest part, having to rip the stitching from the shoe. It just felt wrong, but it's something that you have to do to be able to glue the fabric behind it. After ripping the stitching, I made sure to clean off all the extra threads that were hanging on, and here they're showing us how to use the glue and add the fabric to the shoe. And then it was my turn to finish gluing everything onto the shoe, all the different fabrics that I had cut out. And this is why it was important to label what side of the shoe, inside, outside, because everything was at different sides and we had to make sure everything was aligned. And then for some extra fun and sparkle, I decided to draw and cut out a star that I would add to the side of the shoe. At the end, we hand it off to the professionals where they are going to reinforce everything that we just glued down with some stitching, just giving it that finished, clean look. And the last thing for me to do is add the laces back onto the shoe. I went ahead and selected these black ribbon laces. And now your one-of-a-kind custom shoe is done. I'm so happy with how they came out. I highly recommend doing one of these workshops. It was so worth it and so fun, and I will most likely be back. But for now, I'm so excited to wear my new shoes this school year.